Resignations, doesn't look like there's any resignations at this time, but there are several contracts.
Yep.
I have a question when we get to this contract, so we get done talking about it, we might talk about it. Please.
Do you want to ask a question before?
Yeah, when you're done with it, I'd like to.
Okay. Contract recommendations are for associates contracts who were not on the classified staff list last time. Gene Barnes will be transferring from an aide or an associate position to the cook position that they had that was vacated. You accepted a resignation at the April board meeting, I believe, for one of the cooks at the middle school. Annette Green is part-time secretary, part-time associate at $9.37 an hour. Jean Barnes is with $8.74 an hour. Kim Adams, associate, part-time at the middle school and part-time at the alternative school for $10.98. She started out at $10 because we've paid our associates that have teaching licenses, we start them at $10 an hour, so hers is at $10.98. Renee Gustelamus, an associate at $10.16. Vicki Gerard, associate at $9.15. Sue Kraft, associate at $9.60. Kelly Murley, associate at $10.27. Melinda Peters is a license. Both Melinda and Jessica Wilson have bachelor's degrees, so they both started at $10, and I recommend $10.46 for each one of those. This would be the 4.57% increase. And we did not offer contracts to 4 associates.
Can we approve these in one lump
Yes.
motion? Or
So if one of them's transferring to a cook position, we're actually going down 5 associates.
No.
Now, can I ask,
Yep.
what is the minimum wage at the present time you can pay into this for 30 or 40 hours a week?
25, 35.
725, 735?
25 at 720.
25?
Oh yeah, you got the, what did I hear about that?
I know that number well.
Yeah, lifeguards were asking for more.
That's all you want to know?
That's what I want to know, because I want to see how close they are to where they are at the bottom, and they're pretty close. I'm sympathetic with that. Sorry. Anyway.
Any
Well,
other
how do our
comments?
aides compare to other schools? Are they similar?
The only difference would be some schools pay health insurance. That would be the one benefit difference between OSU Auburn pays health insurance for associates that are 30 hours or more.
Are these all more than 30?
Yeah, they're all more than 30. They're about 35 to 37 hours for most of them. Well, for all of them, 35 to 37.
Any other questions or comments?
They pays what part of their health insurance?
They pay single insurance.
Single insurance?
And that has been that way for quite a long time. It was that way when I got there. And it has been that way for, I want to say maybe it happened at whole grade sharing. But I can't honestly tell you. I could ask and find out. But I'm thinking it might have happened that one school had health insurance for some of the classified staff and the other district did not. I'm just guessing that's when it probably happened.
I'd be willing to think about that very seriously if you're interested.
It'd be 54 grand for the 9 listed. That's a lot.
How many hours do they work? I mean, I mean, a person, most of these are full-time, right?
Yeah, they'd be what we would call full-time. They work 7.5 hours a day, 7 hours a day. They're 35 hours to 37, somewhere in there.
But annually, how many hours are they working?
15, 16, 17,
1,260, 180 days times, I did 7 hours a day.
oh, that's right. Wouldn't even be,
160.
Probably about 1,300 hours by the time, because some of them would work 37 hours a week. I'm just guessing. If I got information from our conference, for instance, I think there are far fewer schools that pay single insurance for classified staff than pay it. Typically, I think it would be more typical to see that the head custodian or a director of transportation or a director of food service or something like that, maybe having that too. Well, Lakeview Auburn has talked about, on a couple of occasions, about not offering insurance. That some year just stopping stuff. Anyone who's on it will get it, but no one else will. As a cost-cutting measure, and they've never done it.
The thing I would have concern is if somewhere down the line we're looking at reduction in force, eliminating a teacher and yet jumping, and I can see where Dave's coming from. I think we just got to be a little conscious of that, but that is a nice benefit.
Well, since I've been in the educational circles, I know what some of these people go through. Okay, it's bumpy some days. That's why. And then there are other days that are smoother, and that's typical of all jobs. So, yeah, anyway, I put my 2 cents in that.
Well, I'll make a motion, we approve the contracts as listed.
Second? It's been moved and seconded to approve the contracts as listed. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right.
Opposed?